I get itchy standing in the kitchen, staring at that sleek white Rancilio Silvia with a PID, wondering if it's worth turning your countertop into a mini cafe before you hand over a chunk of cash. You've probably already Googled best home espresso machine for beginners, and watched a dozen videos where people rave about professional-grade gear, only to feel a little lost when the price tags pop up. If you're on the fence, the link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. Let's walk through exactly what this bundle does for you, where it shines, and when it might be more trouble than it's worth. First off, the Rancilio Silvia isn't a brand new, fully automated beast. It's a Prosumer machine, which means it sits in that sweet spot between entry-level push-button units and full-blown commercial rigs. The added PID controller gives you temperature stability that you'd normally only see on machines costing double or triple the price. In plain English, the water stays at the target temperature within a couple of degrees, so your extraction won't swing wildly from shot to shot. That matters a lot if you're the kind of person who tweaks grind size, dose, and temp pressure to chase that perfect balance of sweetness and acidity. The pre-infusion feature adds a gentle soak at low pressure before the full pump kicks in, which helps even out the extraction, especially when you're using a newer blend that tends to channel. Now, the grinder. The Eureka Silenzio 55 is a conical burr grinder that's often praised for its low noise level, hence the Silenzio, and for delivering consistent particle size across the range you'll be using for espresso. In practice, that means you spend less time adjusting and more time pulling a shot. The 55mm burrs are large enough to give you a quick grind without overheating the beans, which preserves flavor. Pairing it with the Silvia's PID makes the whole system feel tighter. The water temperature is steady, the coffee dose is consistent, and the grind is repeatable. Let's talk real-world workflow. Imagine it's a Sunday morning. You pull the beans from the bag, weigh out about 18 grams, grind directly into the portafilter, tamp, lock it in, and start the brew. Because the PID keeps the boiler at, say, 200 F, you get a stable temperature from the moment you start the pump. The pre-infusion gives the coffee a few seconds of low-pressure soak, which can make a noticeable difference in the crema when you're using a single origin with bright fruit notes. After the shot, you flip the switch to backflush, run the cleaning cycle, and you're ready for the next cup. The whole process, from bean to cup, takes roughly 2 minutes if you've got the rhythm down, which is respectable for a manual machine. So, who should actually buy this bundle? If you're a home barista who enjoys the ritual of pulling a shot, loves tweaking variables, and is willing to spend a few minutes on setup each morning, this is a solid entry into the Prosumer world. It's also a great fit for a small office where a couple of people will share the machine and appreciate the consistent taste without needing a touchscreen menu. The white finish can look striking on a clean countertop, and the Silenzio grinder won't announce your coffee ritual to the whole house, perfect for apartments where you don't want to wake the roommates. On the flip side, if you're looking for a push-button, just press and go experience, this might feel like a step back. The Silvia requires you to manually control the brew cycle. There's no programmable single-serve button. That's great for the hands-on enthusiast, but it can be a pain if you're short on time or have a large family that wants coffee fast. Also, the machine doesn't have a built-in steam wand that can produce latte art-grade froth without practice. You can steam milk, but getting that glossy microfoam takes technique. If latte art is a must-have, or you need a machine that can handle a high volume of drinks without constant attention, you might want to look at higher-end models with dual boilers. Now for the practical strengths. Temperature stability via PID means you'll notice less off shots when the ambient kitchen temperature changes, something that can be a real headache with cheaper thermostatic machines. The pre-infusion helps flatten the learning curve. You'll get a decent extraction even if your temp isn't perfect. The backflushable design lets you clean the group head with a blind filter and cleaning solution, extending the life of the machine without needing a service call. The grinder's low noise makes early morning brewing less intrusive, and its burr size gives a quick grind without burning the beans, which is a subtle but important quality factor. Every product has its trade-offs. The Silvia's stainless steel boiler holds enough water for a couple of drinks, but you'll have to wait roughly 30 seconds for it to recover between back-to-back shots if you're pulling a double after a single. That's not a deal breaker for most home users, but it's something.